Good evening, YouTube. It's Francis and Dead again. You know what, guys? Somehow I just feel like filming another YouTube. I just somehow feel like filming another YouTube video tonight. Yet I just don't have a very let's say a very clear idea on what to begin. So I just you know I probably should think of something less nostalgic, less sentimental. But yes. Then let's talk about the pros and cons of living alone versus living with someone and many others. Let's say, for instance, you live alone. Let's say in a Western country, in a developed country like Australia, Sydney, typically. If you do so without without assistance from your friends, from your coworkers, from your colleagues, you will find it quite harsh and quite lonely to cope with. Probably that is why that my projects to become entirely independent completely resulted in a failure. Well, it's not probably that's probably a statement. It's that means accusing what I have achieved or denying what I have managed to achieve in Sydney, Australia. But yet, still, it is a lesson that I should have learned. Lots of it is a lesson anyway that I should have learned. Still, regardless, living with your parents or living with your friends, say, even if you don't share a room but you share the suite, share the apartment, it still does more help and solves more problems than it costs. Because let's say if your parents are very loving, very caring, at least, and I believe at least one of them should be, then you can, it saves you lots of trouble from, say, let's say, preparing your own dinner, your food, your clothing, your rearrangement of the furnitures, rearrangement of your event agenda, event schedules, and better yet, you can ask your friends or family to buy something, on your behalf on the internet, or go to a certain retail store or any supermarket. I'm sure that if you spend time long enough, if you spend time long enough with your parents, with the coworkers, with the friends who with whom you are sharing the apartment or the room with, then it shouldn't be a problem for them. They would be obliged to help you in whatever way they can. So yeah, I suppose that I have been too hostile, to the people who who truly and genuinely worry about me. So I have squandered this type of genuine true love way too much. It is time that I regain. It is time I regain what's truly important, and it's time that I regain my focus on caring, on returning the favor to the people who genuinely care about me. And perhaps I suppose you guys should do exactly the same to the people who truly cares about you. Just think about it. Imagine it. What if, you know, someday, love that comes from earth never lasts forever, as the love our heavenly Father gives us unconditionally. Someday this love has to vanish, has to die away. So and yes, I believe that I believe that, but I have come to the realization, the recognition that I have finally managed to recognize the importance, the importance of returning home and live with your parents, or either your parents or your grandparents or both, even your cousins, your uncles, your aunties, for at least for some time. And you should learn how to tolerate each other's flaws, imperfections, and as well as the vulnerabilities, because each one of us as a human individual has to have vulnerabilities, flaws. That's why we need love. We need love to patch up this emptiness, these vulnerabilities, which can help us regain the focus, the strength, the let's say the dedication, commitment to something that is truly important. Not only your job, your fame, your place in the entire society, your local communities. What is truly important? You know what? I think you guys already know the answer, like the question. It is love. So, and yes. So to summarize, leaving by escaping from the city you are currently working in, it can help you to recondition your mental status. It helps to it helps achieve the psychological and mental reconciliation, the catharsis, for which we call the terminology mentioned in the film, the famous film in Inception. Everyone needs the catharsis, the reconciliation. The positive emotions, not the positive in emotions, but the positive, let's say the positive emotional reinforcement always trumps the negative emotional reinforcement. That is what we call the reconciliation, the catharsis. So so let's waste no time to summarize. New circumstances necessitates course redirection as well as mental reconditioning. So let us keep this famous saying, the God's words, in mind. And thank you for watching. And I shall see you on the next Francis Undead Daily Revelation YouTube walkthrough. Have fun and God bless. Cheers.